Hey, so I just wanted to say that I absolutely love you guys. I'm currently working on active listening. Believe it or not, in your 40s, you've learned that you do not listen well. Um, so a lot of people, I think, have felt I've dismissed them because I was either thinking of, an answer while they were talking or just not really getting the emotion out of what they were trying to relate to me. So it's been super, super helpful. Definitely an eye opener, but keep doing what y'all are doing. I think it's great. Always looking forward to new episodes.
Hello, my little bear cubs, and welcome back to another episode of Secondhand Therapy. That was secondhand therapy. We need to... What?
This energy.
I don't want to record.
I know. This energy.
I hate that we have a podcast.
Yeah.
But even though I hate it, I need to remind you that we are not therapists. We are not experts. This is not professional advice. This is not a substitute for therapy.
Also, we have a Patreon page.
We have a Patreon.
Please help us out. Go to Patreon. If you want to see episodes a week ahead, if you want bonus content, if you want after the pod exclusive chit chat, head on over to our Patreon page. That's patreon.com/secondhandtherapypod.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it backslash or is it a regular slash?
I don't know, man.
Here's the episode, I guess. You know what I just realized?
What?
I haven't showered in 2 days.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like I'm entering a phase of my life where I only shower like when I'm like, oh, I need a shower. Showering used to be part of a routine, like a daily routine.
Mm-hmm.
That's behind me. That's in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what this is?
What?
You're in love now.
So, wouldn't I shower more?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm putting out pheromones.
You and your partner are just laying around being filthy, Who's going to judge you?
Well, her. What if she goes, dude, you smell like fucking shit right now?
Well, then you got to shower.
Oh, you're saying I'm in love and I'm not worried about her being
Yeah.
like, oh, you're gross. She's like, hey, bro, you stink.
Yeah.
Interesting. Does that happens to you when you're in love? Stop showering?
No.
Well,
No, I'm not a filthy fucking animal, but yeah, man, I'm sure that's what it is.
No, you're a lonely fucking animal.
No, but I think you just get comfortable in that, and you're also not trying, part of that daily routine and part of all that stuff is attraction of whether it's subconscious or not. When you go out into the world, you want to be presentable, attractive, whatever, however you want to put it, to other humans. And now you found your human, so you're like, eh.
Do you feel like I've ever gone out in the world and been like, I need to look good?
No, it's not. See, again, this is the literal thing. I'm not saying that you're going out in the world trying to impress anybody, but just being presentable by chance of being like not the smelly guy at fucking Costco.
Yeah.
But now
if
I
smell, I'll take a shower.
But now you're like, I don't care if,
I thought I was just entering like my hippie phase.
You do not have a hippie.
Where I'm just like, bro, why would I shower? I don't stink. I don't need to waste water. I don't need to use a soap.
Yeah.
Like, I'll shower when I need to shower. Do you think that's love?
Yeah. Yeah. But all that stuff kind of goes to the wayside, The only thing that's important is spending time with your person.
No, there's a lot of other things that are important.
Yes, there are a lot of I can't with you today with these literal things. Yes, other things are important. Yes.
Okay.
But in love, sometimes you get blinded by those, and you just care about being in those moments, and shower is not really on your radar.
It's on my radar. I'm just like, oh, why? I don't need to. It's fine.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's either love or depression. Pick your choice.
I thought it was my hippie era. I thought I was evolving.
You think not showering is evolving?
I think I'm evolving into like, I don't need to shower every day. It doesn't do anything.
Interesting.
Like if I smell, if I'm like, oh, I stink, I got to shower. I'll
Yeah.
take a shower. But I'm not going to shower just because I'm supposed to every day. That seems dumb. I feel like that's dumb now. I'll shower when I need to.
All right. I get on board with this.
I'm in my anarchy phase.
Yeah.
This is how I do anarchy.
No.
Oh, fuck.
I love it.
You tell me I stink?
No.
Okay.
I'll tell you when you stink, though.
I think you would.
Yeah.
I think you'd be like, hey, buddy.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, bud.
Yeah, buddy. You at least get wet.
What we doing?
Oh, no. Rinse it? Rinse it?
You know, I'm just going to start carrying a spray bottle around
Yeah.
me. Squirt you
Got
every
it.
once in a while.
All right. So that's where I'm evolving.
Yeah. Good for you, man.
Thanks, man. I don't want to talk about therapy.
I know you're avoiding it.
Let's talk about my body odor.
I'd rather tell the world I don't shower anymore.
I'd rather
than
tell the
them
world
about my
I'm running
feelings.
3 to 4 showers a week, and I'm talking that's the high side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell us about your feelings.
I don't want to talk about my feelings. I did learn something in therapy.
Finally.
Shut up. Nah. What happens when you hug another human? What happens to you?
What do you mean? I mean, I feel
I don't know how to be more clear.
what happens. I don't know. I feel connected.
Uh-huh. Okay. What's that like? Let me tell you what I learned.
What's your answer?
When I hug a person, I am only giving a hug. I am not receiving a hug. The only thing I feel when I'm hugging another person is how I'm hugging them. Where their arms are on me, how tight they're hugging me, I don't even feel it. It's not even happening.
What if somebody hugs you?
What?
Because that's different.
What do you mean?
What if the action is reversed? Because when you're hugging somebody, the purpose and the action is you hugging somebody, you comforting somebody. But if it's reversed and somebody's comforting you or hugging you, do you feel something then?
No, people don't comfort me. Let's say you and I
hugged you.
Yeah, and it felt like I was hugging you.
Really?
That's all I felt.
Interesting.
If you and I, like, or anybody is like, hey, good to see you, haven't seen you in a while, we hug, all I'm doing is hugging you. I'm not getting a hug. It's not even, I'm not able to receive it. I'm not even aware of you touching me or holding me or squeezing me. Don't feel any of it. All I'm aware of is what I'm doing to you. Yeah. And my therapist luckily pointed out that is probably because I never learned how to receive comfort. Which I think might be true. Because I don't. Because we were talking about this, and we were talking about we were doing parts work, and we were dealing with the part that doesn't let me cry, and we were just talking about like when I was young and I would cry, or like this part. I asked this part. Sorry, I'm all fucking scattered because I have anxiety and I want to talk about this. Yeah. So we asked this part, what are you afraid is going to happen if I cry? And the first thing that came up was mom's going to get mad. And I don't ever remember my mom getting mad at me for crying. But I do remember if I had to cry, being very embarrassed that I was crying or pretending like I wasn't. Like I had to hide it. And I think that, and then my therapist said that leads into I've never learned how to receive comfort. Because when I did cry, I was like a lot of men are.
You're
like,
shamed for it.
We don't cry. Stop crying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so with that, I never got comfort when I was scared or sad. I was told, hey, come on, get it together. Be a big boy, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now as a grown man, I don't know how to receive comfort.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Flash forward.
Yeah, so she was asking me, she was like, okay, so let's say right now you're at home with your roommate, which is you.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, let's say you're crying in front of him. And I was like, I'll stop you right there. That ain't going to happen.
Yeah.
She goes, let's say you are.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay. She goes, there's a spectrum of reactions he can have. He can tell you, hey, you're being a fucking pussy. Stop crying. This is dumb.
Mm-hmm.
How would that feel? And I was like, well, I would feel bad. She goes, okay. On the other end of the spectrum, he comes over and holds you. How does that feel? And I go, equally as bad. Uh-huh.
Really?
Yeah. I go, she goes, so what's the ideal? I go, the ideal reaction from him if I'm crying is to be like, just let me cry and just probably not acknowledge it.
Just Stevie Wonder it. Just like look around the room and like.
Yeah, or just be like, hey man, you good? And I lie and I go, yeah, I'm good. And you go, okay. Just holler if you need anything.
Really?
That would be A+. Because then you've let me know, I'm crying. You've acknowledged that you see me. You acknowledge that you see what I'm feeling. And you've said, hey, if you need anything, I'm here. Even though I'm never going to do that. But you've done all the things. You've acknowledged that you can see I'm not okay. And you haven't shamed me for it. We're good. That's all I need.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. It's a weird one.
Yeah. I would say this from an outsider's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
You are a little hard to approach when you are emotional.
What kind of emotions? All of them?
Yeah. But
joy?
No.
Okay.
There was what was this, 3 weeks ago? 4 weeks ago? I don't know. There was a time recently.
Okay.
And
I'm terrified right now. I don't know what you're going to say.
We were out on the balcony.
Yeah.
And we were talking, and you were in your feels that night.
Okay. Do you remember what about?
I don't know.
Okay. I don't either, but go ahead.
And I remember feeling like I need to comfort him, but I don't know how.
You put your arm around me.
I did.
Yeah.
And even then, I felt like you hated it the whole time.
Hated every second of it.
Yeah.
It was very uncomfortable for me.
Yeah, but that's so natural for me. I wanted to do more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you want to do?
Oh, I'll straight up cuddle with you, bud.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll straight up cuddle with you. You sad? Get over here.
I could just curl up in a ball and lay on your chest?
Yeah, bud.
That's very nice.
Mom will take care of you.
I would
get on over here.
I would love to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even I hesitated for so long to even approach you, to even like I think I even gave you like the one arm.
Yeah, you put one arm around me.
Like, you know, like when you're at a wedding, somebody's like, "Hey, thanks for coming out." You know,
Yeah.
like I gave you the old one armor,
Yeah, you did.
and I still felt like
very uncomfortable.
Yeah, I felt like
Yeah.
he might throw me off this balcony.
Yeah.
um.
I know.
So that leads into my question of do you purposely put up kind of like this guard so people won't comfort you, or people just have not tried to comfort you and you've just gotten used to that?
If I put up a guard, I think it's subconscious. Because even when you ask me that, I don't know how I would put up a guard so people don't comfort me.
Being a little, I felt uncomfortable trying to comfort you or even thinking about that.
Why?
Because I know how standoffish you are.
Mm.
And so that's what I mean by that.
That's not on purpose.
Okay.
But I also think I know how I look.
Mm-hmm.
I also don't look overly approachable. Like I'm a fairly intimidating looking person.
Yeah, but I think strangers are trying to.
I know, but even
you.
so, like, even people that know me,
Mm.
I get it. So, but I think that I lean into because, yeah, I think people look at me and they're, you know, and they, because I am an intimidating looking person. I think I lean into that, which, yeah, to your point, probably is a bit of a defense.
No.
And yeah, I think that is because, yeah, I don't know how to receive it. I remember, and this is, I'm going to make one thing clear.
Mm-hmm.
I love my mom very much.
Yeah.
My mom gave up her entire life to raise 2 kids by herself. But the multiple truths, while that is true, it is also true she fucked me up a lot. So we have multiple truths with mom.
That's what parents do. It
That
doesn't
is-
matter how good or how loving you are.
Every single parent alive has caused damage to their child.
Yep.
When my last partner passed away, the day I found out my mom, I was living in Phoenix at the time. She drove up from Tucson and came over to check on me. I am going to have a panic attack right now.
It's okay.
Buddy, my chest is on fire. Oh, no.
Is it about the past or is it about your mother?
What?
The panic.
Reliving. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think. My mom came up and, you know, I was just talking about like how I couldn't believe what happened and, you know, she didn't deserve what happened. And my mom hugged me and I started bawling. And I just remember feeling uncomfortable that my mom was holding, like my mother. I felt like I was inconveniencing her. Yeah, I don't know how to receive comfort from people. And it sucks.
What about in your relationships? Somebody you're intimate with?
I'm trying to.
When you hug your partner, there's no...
I'm trying to. That was that was my homework.
That was my next question. Is like, what are you working on to fix this?
It was one of my things was to ask for a hug. But then, because I even noticed this before I went to therapy, my girl was over here and she had like a nightmare day at work. And so like we hadn't talked much throughout the day. So I just felt a little disconnected. And when she got here, She was, still like coming down from her day, a little stressed out. And we were just hanging on the couch in my room. And I was just like, hey, will you stand up? And she's like, yeah. I was like, I need to hug you. It wasn't, I need a hug. It was, I need to hug you. Which was so weird to think about after I had this moment in therapy. I was like, even when I want a hug, it's like, I need to hug you. It's not, I need a hug. It's so weird. Yeah, my homework was to ask for a hug, which I didn't do. Forgot.
Cool.
Yeah. And then was when anytime my girl and I were embracing or cuddling, laying in bed, hugging, whatever, was to try to be aware of like where her hands were on me and like to try to be aware of how I was being touched. And I did do that. And it was fucking weird.
Yeah?
Yeah. And she's so great. I told her about therapy, and anytime we were in bed, just like cuddling, watching TV or whatever, she would be like, do you feel my hug right now? And I was like, oh, yeah. And she would like check in. It was like, she's great.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it was a weird thing because I've never. Why do I still have anxiety? Yeah, it was weird. But I have been trying to do that still. Of like anytime we hug, to just like try to feel, instead of giving the hug, try to feel what I'm receiving as well.
I know you guys traced it back to inconvenience and time and things like that when you're young and not holding people up and all those things.
Mm-hmm. Not holding one person up. Yeah. I love you, Mom. You did your best.
Do you feel like you deserve a hug?
Oh, God. This is something I would ask you, you piece of shit. I've taught you too much.
Give me the glasses.
I've taught you too much. I've never thought about it like that. I think I do. Yeah, I think I do. I just don't. Yeah, I just don't know how to accept it.
Yeah.
Maybe that is rooted and I don't think I deserve it. I've never thought about it. That's interesting. Yeah. So when you're hugging someone, you feel the give and receive of the hug.
But you know me, I feel everything. So
yeah.
Yeah.
You think that's why I give such good hugs? Is because I'm trying to feel it too or something?
No, do you want me to ruin that for you?
Yeah. If you make a fat joke,
I
the
would
podcast is over.
I would never.
Okay. I actually believe that. I don't think you would.
What I was going to say is I think that is more so rooted in identity and a little sprinkle of ego in there.
Oh, it's like my brand.
I'm a big dude. I'm big and strong and tough, and I'm gonna hug you, and you're gonna feel Lou Bear's
Lou Bear's gonna give you a bear hug.
You're gonna, I'm gonna lift you in the air. I'm gonna hug you real tight, or all these things, and I think that's more identity, more. Yeah.
Interesting. I've never felt that.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't feel like you're like, that's what I do kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like there's none of that in there.
No, because I only like hugging certain people.
Right. So, but it's like, it feels like a special thing, like a little superpower kind of thing. You're like, I'm going to give this to you. You know, like I don't be giving these out. I'm going to give it to you. A little bit of that in there.
I mean, maybe. I don't think so. I don't feel that way.
Really?
Because I know a lot of people that I do hug, they're like, because even you said one time you were crying, you're like, wow, you do give good hugs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, like people that I'm close with will be like, dude, I need a Lou hug.
Yeah.
But I don't know that I take pride in it.
Oh, absolutely.
You think I take pride in being a good hugger?
Oh, yeah.
Interesting. I think it's a good thing to have, like, to give to people. I kind of wish I didn't, though.
Why? It's a great thing. There's nothing bad in that. I'm not trying to like bring you down. It's great.
You literally opened with, "Do you want me to ruin this for you?" You're not trying to bring me down.
Well,
You step on my head while I'm drowning, please.
I don't know how you get about ego. I don't know. People get fucking weird.
Yeah. Dude, I've tried so hard to shed my ego. It won't go away.
Yeah, it's
I mean, yeah, maybe. Maybe it's there. I don't know.
no.
Having an ego about hugging seems dumb. Seems so dumb.
No, but that's how you know how to care for someone. That's how you show your love. That's how you show that like this is something I can do for you, and I do it really well.
I am a good hugger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. I don't know. Talk about your mom now. How's she doing?
Still dead.
Still.
Yeah. You're not going to believe this. Still dead.
Still dead. What's going on in your therapy world?
Oh, fuck. I had a dream about Grandma.
Hey, how's she doing?
I don't. She wouldn't tell me.
I thought you were going to say still dead. I was like, please don't ruin that. Because I heard the question. I was like, I actually meant that as like,
No.
how was it to see her? But
No.
yeah, I hope you didn't take it shitty. Go ahead.
No, not at all.
Talk about your dream.
So, and it wasn't one of these dreams where I wake up, it kind of like brings you awake or anything like that. It happened like in the middle, which is always weird for something crazy to happen in the middle, and then you stay asleep or you continue to dream, kind of thing. So I was dreaming, and Grandma came in out of nowhere, and I could hear her voice, and I saw her, and she was asking me if I could hear her. And I was like, yeah, I can hear you. She's like asking me again and again, like if I can. She wanted to make sure that I could hear her.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah. And then that was it. It was just like a sound test, like a sound check.
That's all she said was,
Yeah.
can you hear me?
You just wanted to make sure. Yeah. And just checking.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Well, Grandma's always Yes.
Michael, damn it. Can you hear me?
Can't you hear me? This kid can't hear me. It moves on. Fuck, I missed out. I'll have to write it down on my dream next time. I can hear you, Grandma. I can hear you. So I was telling my therapist this. And she goes, oh, yeah, that makes sense. A grandma would visit. Ooh, why?
Hi. Say more.
Why would that make sense? Because over the last few weeks in therapy, I've been unpacking a lot about my mother, and it's been really uncomfortable for me. And I'm sure our listeners know this because I feel guilty about, like, if maybe she could hear me somehow or something. It makes me really uncomfortable to say certain things out loud because I still don't want to upset her.
Yeah.
But some of these things that we're talking about, again, is this multiple truth, right? Of like, yes, she was a good mother, but also fucked me up.
Yeah.
So one of the things that we had talked about, which is really uncomfortable for me, was talking to past self about grieving and all those things. And I think I shared this on here, which was me. She asked me what I would say to that guy, that grieving guy. And one of the first things I said that it's okay that mom's dead. And that wrecked me.
Yeah.
And so we're having really uncomfortable talks like that for me. And so she goes, yeah, it makes sense that grandma would come and visit you.
Of course it does.
And I was like, why? And she goes, well, let's look at your relationship with your mother.
Pass.
No. And so we started unpacking that about, again, how my mother would never tell me that she was upset with me. She would always go through the channels, like she would tell grandma or my aunt or something like that. She would never directly tell me.
So Do you think she did that knowing they would tell you?
No, I think she did that so I'd never hear about it, so I wouldn't feel bad.
Okay.
Again, this overprotection. And again, this is all goes into why I have such a hard time being uncomfortable.
Mm.
Because my mother would not allow me to be uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And letting me know that I hurt her feelings or that she was upset with me would make me uncomfortable. So, on the flip side, my mother and I talked about everything else. Everything else. She was my best friend. We would spend hours on the phone. The other day I asked you how often you talk to your mom.
Mm-hmm.
And I was surprised. And you were like, how often did you guys talk? And I was like, every day.
Yeah.
I can't believe people don't talk to their mother every day, whether they want to or not. My mother would make sure, like, every day.
Yeah, I don't talk to my mom every day.
Yeah. So, we would talk about everything, but I wouldn't say our feelings, but our feelings with each other.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing. But I would be able to talk to Grandma about it. And Grandma would talk to me about it. Grandma would, when I would go over and visit with Grandma, she'd, we'd be talking for a little while, catching up, and then she'd be like, now I'm going to tell you something. I'm like, okay, what's up?
Yeah.
The other day, your mom was saying that you blah, blah, blah. And she didn't want to say nothing to you, but that really hurt her feelings, And I'm like, really? She's like, mm-hmm. So she'd give me the tea. And I give her the tea too, I'd be like, I think mom's, this and that, and I don't know how to tell her. She's like, well, here's what you need to do,
Yeah.
So I'm sure she was ratting me out as well, you
Yeah.
know. But Grandma was always my little tea party person. Whenever I was in trouble, I'd always go for Grandma. I remember this. I was young and I was making, I forget what it was, either instant Jello or instant pudding. I keep forgetting. I don't know which one it was. But I was young and I never cooked anything before. I was like fucking 15, something like that.
Yeah.
I never made anything. And so I made this instant Jello or pudding on the stovetop. I boiled water, put it in there, the whole thing. And then I put it in the freezer to cool down, like, immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And we know how that works. It fucking blows up. So I go to check the freezer like a half hour later, and it's everywhere. I mean, it looks like Nickelodeon slime, like, just everywhere. So I call Grandma. And Grandma comes over and empties out that fucking freezer and cleans it head to fucking toe, puts everything back to where it was, like you'd never know. And then left. And she told me, she's like, I'm not going to say nothing to your mother. And she never did. And I never did. And that was my relationship with Grandma.
Can I ask you a question? And I'm so sorry.
Yeah, go for it.
Why didn't you just clean the freezer?
I was freaking out. I didn't know where to begin. I was like, what the fuck am I going to do? And I called Grandma in a panic, being like, this thing exploded. And she came over and
she did it for you.
She just did it.
Okay.
Grandma, you've met grandmas before, right?
I've met grandmas before.
Even if I wanted to, she'd be like, get out of the way.
The difference between how we were raised,
Yeah.
I would have never called anybody.
Really?
No.
Oh, yeah. Well, Grandma was also right next door.
Yeah.
She's literally 10 steps away.
Grandma could have been in the living room.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'm not bothering anybody with that problem.
That's so funny.
No. Yeah, that's my mistake.
That might be an Italian thing.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I think that's a
that might be an
cultural
Italian
thing.
thing. All right, sorry. Go ahead. That's your relationship with Grandma.
Yeah. And so my therapist goes, yeah, your grandmother was your safe space. And she goes, your grandmother was the first person to ever show you unconditional love. And it wasn't that my mother didn't love me or love me enough or, whatever, but those comes with conditions. You be a good boy, you be nice, you do what you're told, you get good grades, you know, all these things. Grandma's not worried about any of that shit. Grandma's grandma.
Yeah.
She comes over and fucking hangs out or talks shit about mom or keeps your secrets or whatever. Like, grandma doesn't give a fuck about your grades or any of that shit. It's unconditional with her.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even realize that because I always looked at my mother as unconditional.
Mm-hmm.
And that was such a mind fuck for me to like uncover.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
Yeah.
How'd you feel?
Bad and good. Felt bad about mom. Thinking about even the idea that she didn't love me unconditionally. That would destroy her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially with the relationship she always had with grandma and with me. Yeah, she always felt like grandma was like trying to take me away from her kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so the thought of telling her like, oh, grandma loves me unconditionally and you don't. Oh, what are we doing? What?
She might kill your grandma.
Yeah.
Right. She might go over and be like,
Well,
mom's got to go.
you gotta go.
Yeah.
It's been a good life.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's a rough one.
Yeah.
So why do you feel good?
Good about the relationship that I have with grandma.
Yeah.
That's my ride or die.
Yeah.
You know?
I was going to say, the ride's over. I was like, why does my brain always, why can't it just be a nice moment? Why do I have to make a fucking joke?
Talk nice to me, okay?
She took the second half serious. Like, why?
This is why people don't hug you.
Oh, we figured it out. I'm so sorry. I don't know why those. I know your brain works the same way.
Yeah, of course, yeah. As soon as it said ride or die, and I was like, well, she's dead, so here it comes. Like, let me have it. I was already trying to get there before you.
Were you?
I was
Nice.
like, am I going to tag this up?
Yeah. And I felt bad.
But yeah, I didn't want to beat a dead horse.
Hey.
Come on.
Hey.
It's grandma.
It's grandma. Shout out.
I've also been spending my Sundays reading this book at this park that I discovered on my own.
All on your own, huh?
Nobody told me about it.
I know.
It's crazy.
It's weird, dude. You started shaving your head, getting tattoos, going to this park. Yeah, I don't know where you learned any of this.
I don't know where I got. Anyways, so I discovered this park.
Uh-huh.
I love it.
Yeah, good discovery.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
I'll show you where it's at sometime.
You don't need to.
So I've been going over there on Sunday evenings
Mm-hmm.
and reading this book that I cannot put down.
Mm-hmm.
It's the writer of and creator of BoJack Horseman, Robert.
You definitely don't know his name, so let's just go.
Raphael
Uh-huh. What's his last name? There's two of them.
Van Wanderbilt.
Nope.
What is it?
I don't know, but it's not that.
It is.
Nope.
I bet it is.
Okay. Tell us more.
So Raphael.
Yeah.
You have to say it like that. Raphael.
Raphael.
He wrote this book called Someone Will Love You and All Your Damaged Parts One Day.
Yep.
One Day might be in there.
It's got a pink cover and a long title.
Yeah, it's got an egg on it with a Band-Aid.
Yeah. Google BoJack creator book. You'll find it. That's how he found it.
Anyways, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah.
And I was reading a story in it, and it was fucking tailor-made for me, man. It was funny and sarcastic in the opening, and then it just fucking punches you in the gut and gets real sad and leaves you there. And I was like, oh, that's for me.
Yeah.
And it's this quirky little story about going to this play. And it starts out with just being like, have you ever been to a play before? If you haven't, here's how it goes. And it just starts being like all these sarcastic things about like, for example, like the seating in the play. So like your ticket will say that your seat is in row A, seat 11. But when you get to the seating, it's all labeled like FJ9585, and you'll never find your seat until almost the play starts, and like all this wild things about, you know, whatever. It's great. He also writes in, I think I told you this, like U form. So it's not like, you know, he sat on a fucking rock out by the ocean and he was thinking about these things. It's you were sitting out on the rock and you were thinking about that time your brother, blah, blah, blah. So it really puts you in it. And he writes in a female perspective a lot, too, a lot of these stories.
Love when men do that. Just kidding.
It's fantastic.
It's the worst.
You don't think men can write in female voices?
No, I think they can, but I think the majority of the time it's terrible.
Oh.
You don't watch like a show and there's a female character, you're like, oh, a dude wrote that for sure.
Yeah.
And I also think there's just a crazy level of arrogance and lack of self-awareness for a man to try to write a woman's perspective. It just seems like, why do you think you can do that? What have you experienced in your life that thinks there's any authenticity or validity to what you're saying? Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I disagree.
Okay.
So anyway, so there's this play going on, and then it switches from describing very sarcastically the evening to you're sitting there and you discover that the play is about you and your family and your sister that overdosed, and your brother wrote the play, and how could he do this to your family? He didn't tell any of you that this was what the play was about. And it goes on, and it's about the sister's addiction and how eventually she loses that battle, and now you're stuck with all these strangers who are like applauding this tragedy in your family, and you don't know how to feel about that, so you're getting drunk, and then your brother finds you, and you're arguing with him, and like all these things, and it's unpacking these really emotional moments. And towards the end, she says she's back at the hotel and she just wishes that her sister was still there. And she kept thinking about what she would say about the play. And she goes, honestly, she would have loved it. She would have had a great evening and she would have been excited about just being at the play and being excited for the brother that he actually did this and people came out and isn't this exciting, and we got to see mom and dad and they came out and like all these things, and she was not concerned at all about the betrayal or the emotions or any of those things. The sister was just happy that she was there and that she got to experience this. And it's one of those stories I fucking read, and I had to put the book down and just like process for a while. And it made me think about the way I think about my mother and the guilt that I have in disappointing her in weird ways. And I'm telling my therapist about this, and I'm like, I always think that that I'm not doing enough, that mom would be like disappointed. When the reality is, my mother would be so excited. My mother would be so excited about all these things that are happening for me. Because, like the story, the sister's excited about all the surface level things, not the stuff rooted behind it. And that's what I'm always worried about, is where is this going to lead? What is this going to do? Like the outcomes of things instead of being happy with the process. And I stumbled upon this fucking epiphany in therapy where I was just like kind of rambling about it, and I told my therapist, I go, I know too much to be happy. And I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, that's my problem in a lot of things in my life. Is I know too much to be happy. I know that, especially when it comes to work-related things, I'm like, oh, I know that that's not going to do anything, or that's not going to move the needle, so that doesn't make me happy. Or I know that X, Y, and Z is not going to happen, so what's the fucking point? But from an outsider's perspective, again, like, if my mother were to see the things that I'm doing, she would be over the fucking moon. She'd be like, oh my God, this is great. Like, can you believe you're doing this? And meanwhile, I'm worried about the outcome. Like, yeah, but the money wasn't great, or like the numbers aren't here, or like I don't know what this is. This doesn't lead anywhere. Or like people did see this and nothing happened. That kind of stuff. Where mom's like, yeah, but you got to do it. Like, isn't this great? And so my therapist was like, again, we're talking about changing the values on those things. And she goes, this is going to be one instance where I'm going to tell you that you need to be more like your mother. And I've spent my whole life trying to not be my mother, trying to not be my father, trying to be different, not even trying to be myself, but just to be different from them.
Why?
Because I see all the things I don't like instead of all the things that I do.